There are many island chains and archipelagos that you might know about in the world, but some of them likely aren't on your radar for one reason or another. One such place is the Azores. It's a spot next to Portugal and is comprised of 9 volcanic islands that happen to house some absolutely beautiful areas for you to see. The experiences there are said to be some of the best around, and thus why it's a well-kept secret so that people don't come into the islands en masse. But should you want to go there, where should you go? Allow us to show you the most beautiful places to travel in the Azores. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Number 10. Ponta Delgada. There are a total of 9 islands in the Azores, as we mentioned earlier, and Ponta Delgada is the largest city in all of them. It offers scrumptious food, some amazing history and culture, and gorgeous streets lined with exquisite architectural wonders, and some of the most amazing mosaics you've ever seen. Between the churches, old buildings, and tree-lined streets, this city will lure you in like few others do. And it is without a doubt one of the easiest ways to experience all the ambiance that the Azores has to offer. Now you might be thinking, but I didn't come to an archipelago to go and explore a city. But this isn't like most cities you've seen, and once you take in the culture, this will be a city you'll want to explore many times over. Number 9. Furnas. The village of Furnas is not as well known as many of the tourist spots in the area, but is well worth visiting. Furnas doesn't have much in the way of beaches, but it offers plenty of other amazing things to see and do. There are some beautiful historic buildings like the Shrine of San Jorge de Paz, and the natural beauty of the Terra Nostra Gardens. The hot springs and thermal pools are a particular delight and the perfect place to rest and relax. You can also see another of Azores' famous lakes, the Lagoa das Furnas, and see some stunning tropical landscapes. As you can see, there's a lot of natural beauty to experience here, and it just keeps getting better the more spots you visit. Number 8. Marina da Horta. You can probably already tell from the name that this marvelous marina is in the city of Horta. It quickly became a favorite with tourists thanks to its amazing views. You can see the towering mountain Pico in the distance from the marina, and it is the perfect place to drive and take shots for your Instagram. Walking around the Marina da Horta is the perfect way to spend a morning, and there are many surrounding restaurants and shops to visit. The beautiful boats and fresh sea air are simply delightful, and you will get a real feel for island life. Many visitors have left artwork around the marina as well, which is well worth seeing. It's like taking a stroll through history and definitely a one-of-a-kind experience. Something you'll be seeing a lot as you go through the various islands in the Azores. Number 7. São Miguel Island. The largest and most populous island in the Azores, it is the prime spot for tourists to visit with a lot to offer and is definitely worth a road trip. Nature parks and island tours are plentiful, and there's also whale watching, sailing, and relaxing beaches to explore. São Miguel is also a popular stop for cruises and offers some great shopping experiences. There are untouched natural beauty spots, museums, hiking trails, and plenty of historic landmarks to see as well. Hotels, beach houses, and guest houses are also available all around the island, so you won't be short of options when it comes to places to stay either. Nicknamed the Green Island because of the wondrous natural beauty and surrounding flora, São Miguel is a paradise we defy anyone not to enjoy if you head to the Azores on a trip. Number 6. Lagoa do Fogo. The island of São Miguel is home to many lakes, although none are quite like Lagoa do Fogo. Found in the center of the island, Lagoa do Fogo is a crater lake and part of the Água de Pau Massif complex. Part of the São Miguel Nature Park, this lake is an untouched paradise and a true marvel to behold. Certainly awe-inspiring, the Lagoa do Fogo is almost like stepping back in time, and is one of the must-see places of the Azores. Offering an unforgettable vista, the Lagoa do Fogo really sums up the natural beauty of the Azores and is certainly worth seeing. So if you're near there, check it out! Number 5. Porto Pim Bay. A rising star with holidaymakers, Porto Pim Bay can be found around the coast of the city of Horta, on the island of Faial. Formed by lava from the Monte de Guia volcano, this stunning bay is a natural monument and the home of a relaxing fine sand beach. It's worth a drive here for visiting the natural beauty alone, and the Porto Pim Bay area also makes a great place to visit thanks to the many surrounding bars and restaurants. Whether you are staying nearby in the city of Horta or stopping off for a short trip, make sure you have time to visit this stunning place. Yes, we know that there are plenty of places that have special beaches, but considering all that this particular beach and bay have to offer, it's not your standard fare. Number 4. Terra Nostra Gardens. Terra Nostra Gardens is one of 2 main areas on the islands, the other being Poca de Dona Beja, that allow you to swim in a geothermal pool, which contains water that has therapeutic value. The water always seems to be at the perfect temperature, and millions of people swim in it each and every year. Not hard to see why, if we're being honest. Who wouldn't want to swim in water that is the perfect temperature and can heal you, more or less? Surrounding the waters are some very interesting highlights, including various species of plants that make the gardens even more extraordinary. Between the beauty of the area and the nice warm water, this should be a stop for any tourist visiting the Azores. Any garden area would be special in a place like the Azores, but ones that are near a geothermal vent? How many times can you say you got to do that? Number 3. Pico Natural Park. As one of the 3 natural reserves of the Triangle Islands, the Pico Natural Park is well worth visiting and very accessible if you've hired a car. It is the largest of the 3 parks there, with over 20 protected areas, and tours to the park are a must for animal and nature lovers. Getting the opportunity to see some of the Azores' natural wildlife up close is sure to be the highlight of any holiday. You can also explore the rest of the island of Pico as well, and if you feel up to it, you could even hike up the tallest mountain in the Azores as well, which is called Pico. Think about it. These kinds of areas are exactly why you would go to a place like the Azores. So why not go to as many of these natural parks as possible? Number 2. Caldera. Located in the middle of Fayal, this caldera, a hollow that forms after volcanic activity, is nothing short of stunning to look at. Until the 1950s, it was a simple lake, but now it is nearly 5,000 feet in diameter, which is something all tourists should see. Although it is mostly dry, the caldera does contain some plant life and greenery that goes from light to dark depending on where you're looking. There's even a trail that lets you hike up to the rim of the crater, which is nothing short of fascinating. If you recall, all the islands in the Azores are former volcanoes, and getting to visit a caldera like this one is a truly rare experience that shouldn't be missed out on. It's most definitely something that you don't get to see every day. Number 1. Sete Cidades. This area could easily be part of one of the best road trips in the world. Sete Cidades is the central civil parish of Ponta Delgada, and often described as a picturesque paradise. High praise indeed, and certainly accurate. This charming village on the west of the island of São Miguel is a must-see for nature lovers. Volcanic craters and stunning lakes are just some of the beautiful sights you can see. There are also regular tours around the village, and a ferry trip is a must. You can also visit the many lagoons around São Miguel as well. Whether you want to escape the hustle and bustle and enjoy the calm and tranquility, or simply want to see some of the wondrous nature of the Azores, a visit to Sete Cidades is a must. So if you're able to go there, don't miss out on this particular spot. So what do you think? What do you think of this look at the Azores and the various beautiful places that you can visit when you go there? Have you ever heard of the Azores before coming to this video? Which spots do you think you would love to see in person if you were to go there? Do you know of another beautiful spot? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.